Hey guys, Righteous Rhema bringing you all the word of truth for the day, and that is this. Be careful who you tell good news to. Be careful. Nothing witty, nothing just super witty, but just be careful who you tell good news to, and I'm going to tell you some reasons why. So, when you have good news, something good is going to happen for you this year. Something good is going to happen for you next year. Some examples of good news. You're moving, getting a new house. You're getting engaged. You're pregnant. You got a promotion. You got a new job. You got a raise. You got accepted into a school program. Going back to college, starting a business. Got approved for some weight loss surgery or some weight loss medication. Something good, something you've been looking forward to for a long time is about to happen for you this year. We're already in the second half of the year. So it's going to happen. If it hadn't happened the first half of the year, something's going to happen good for you the second half of this year. If not the second half of this year, something's going to happen for you next year. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But be careful who you share this good news to in the early stages, okay? I remember when I got accepted into the doctoral program at MTS, I wanted to tell certain people. Of course, I went to my family, the guy I was seeing. But I felt someone, God telling me, don't tell this person, don't tell this person. You can tell them eventually, they're going to find out. But it was like, don't tell these two people yet. Tell them like later. Tell some other people first, and then tell them after you tell the first. It was like 3 people, tell them first, and then tell the other 2 people afterwards. And the reason was because I was super excited about this good news. I've been wanting to go back to school forever. I want to have the DR in front of my name. My mom got her Juris Doctorate. My big sister got her Juris Doctorate. So I want to have a doctorate too. It's not Juris Doctorate. It's not a law school doctorate, but it's in something else. And I was like, and I've been wanting this for years. And I was like, I got accepted into a program. I'm super excited. And I want to share with people. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking the people that I care about will care about what matters to me too, right? So I told the 3 people who I first was going to tell. And then they were super excited. We celebrated. We had crab legs. And then I said, Missy, now it's time to tell the other 2 people. And of course, just like I sensed in my spirit, they had something to say. One asked about 3 negative questions about it, and the other person started a whole argument with me about it. I'm talking about, we had a whole argument, like a 30-minute argument, and it totally took me down. The 2 people that I told later, it took not all my joy, but it took me, I was like at a 10, it took me down to like a 5, 4, 3. On my excitement level, because I had to contend with their negative thoughts and their jealousy and their competition. I had to contend with that while trying to enjoy myself. So I'm going to tell you all why you should not tell your good news to everybody all the time. Sometimes you got to just let them see it. Sometimes they just got to see. Sometimes they got to see the engagement ring. They got to see the wedding pictures. They got to see the baby, the newborn baby. They got to see you with the keys to the house. They got to see you drive around the new car. They got to see you with the weight loss. See you in the swimming suit. Oh, she got that gastric bypass. She got that Ozempic. She got that Wegovy. Some people, you cannot tell them good news because why? One reason is because they're going to decrease your joy level. So the one thing about good news is that it brings your joy level up. It brings your joy level up. So let's say you're feeling 3. You say you took a test at the doctor's office. You don't know what the result's going to be. And then you get the result and it's negative or it's clear. You at a 10. You on a high all week long. Just so grateful. If you tell the wrong person before you get that negative result back, you're going to be feeling even low. You'll feel like a 0-1 before you even hear the result. They're going to discourage you. They're going to discourage you so much so in some cases that you're not even going to want to go for the thing anymore. You're like, you know what? It's not even worth it. I'm not even going to start the business. I'm not even going to write the book. I'm not even going to go back to school. I'm not even going to go on the date. I'm not even going to worry about it. Because they're so negative. They're so negative, like a black hole of joy. They just suck all the joy out of people. You can't tell them something because they're going to steal the joy out of you. So one reason, it's no particular order. Number 1, they're going to decrease your joy. Number 2, they're going to discourage you, which may make you not even want to go for it. Number 3, they can start thinking negative thoughts towards it. They're going to start speaking word curses. Word curses it's like a spiritual term we use from people like speaking negative over you, like, oh, if you think you had cancer. Stage 1. Girl, you know her mama died, you know her daddy died, you know everybody who get this cancer is a 2% chance of living with this type of cancer, and you know so-and-so died just last week with cancer. They're going to start speaking word curses over you. They may not ever tell you in person, but they're going to be telling your co-workers, telling your family, your friends, your neighbors, your church members, and then everyone's going to start thinking this negative evil towards you that it may impact your outcome, okay, unless you got really strong faith. And so some people, they're going to speak so much negative over you, they're going to get other people to say stuff against you, and all those collective thoughts together can impact you unless you got a real strong prayer life or walk with God. So, or you got a lot of people on the other side speaking positive over you. So they're gonna start speaking. So number 3, they're gonna start speaking word curses over you. Even if it's good news, that was with cancer. Even if it's you're pregnant, well, you know, when you get around 40, you know those babies, they don't tend to make it. They do make it. They do come to full term. They're gonna have autism. They're gonna have Down syndrome. So you know, and man, you be careful getting pregnant at 40. So even if you got good news, they're gonna still start speaking negative, and then you're gonna start worrying so much that you may start being so negative on yourself that you may start spotting. You may even miscarry because they get you so worried and nervous. So don't speak all your good news to people early on. That's what they tell you. Even like speaking of pregnancy, they tell you they're not a natural pregnancy until the 2nd trimester, is it, or 3rd trimester? I don't know. Never been pregnant before so far. And so they'll tell you don't announce it because a lot of stuff can happen in the early stages or something. And when people are really evil, you know, I heard people say something about the evil eye. People are really jealous of you. Now some people actually do real rich stuff on you, but some people just not real rich. They just thinking negative over you, evil over you for a long time. And next thing you know, you lost the thing, the opportunity. Or you tell them that you applying for this promotion or this job, they may call the job before you get there. Yeah, her so-and-so applying for their new position. Well, you know her last job. She can be a little mouthy, or she likes to come in late a little bit, or she always calling out sick all the time. They can call ahead and start speaking negative over your plans. So, and then 4th reason, don't tell them so soon, and this is going to be on you. Sometimes you have a tendency to not follow through. Sometimes they're not jealous, sometimes they're not haters, sometimes they're not evil. Sometimes they just be like, yeah, sure, right, okay, yeah, sure. Like my little sister, she always told me she gonna go right here into dreadlocks. Saying it for years. When she said, I'm like, yeah, right, you ain't finna do that. You ain't finna go on these dreadlocks. You ain't finna grow no dreadlocks. You always say that. I'm not being just a hater on her. I know her so well. I know that she's never done it before. Now, if she wants to prove something to me, she can tell me when she get the starter locks, put $20-something down on her hair starter locks. Then I may believe her. But she's had just a little start off just before and cut them off. So even if she did start, I still may not believe her. And that's not her problem. It's for me to believe her is not her problem. So just because somebody does not believe you does not mean that you have to call them a hater or cut them off or they're jealous. Sometimes you just flaky. Sometimes you never follow through. Sometimes you don't follow through on nothing. And then another reason could be because you don't have a lot of wisdom. Sometimes this is on us again. Sometimes we don't have a lot of discernment, a lot of wisdom. We said something before, we never followed through. We missed red flags. If you tell me you met a new man, they may not believe you because you told me you're a new man 2 weeks ago, and then another guy 2 months before that, and then another guy 2 years before that. And they're looking like, girl, you always said it. Girl, you always talking about you got a man. Girl, you always talking about you can get married. You always talking about you finna move, and you never do it. So sometimes people don't believe us because we cry wolf too much, because we're flaky, we're inconsistent, we don't have follow through. And it's not because they're jealous or hating on us. It's because we just haven't been trustworthy. If you want to be trusted, be trustworthy. Follow through on something. Actually complete something. You say you're gonna write a book. You saying you're gonna write a book for the past 20 years. Write the book. Let them see the cover. Then they'll believe you. So yeah, sometimes it's because the person's jealous, they're a hater, they're mad because their life is not how they want it to be. They thought they were gonna be further along by now, and watching you makes them feel bad about themselves. If they're not hating on you for having it because it's you, because they're hating on you, sometimes your success makes them feel bad about their not progressing as they know they should. They're not walking the plans that God has for them. And then sometimes, y'all, we flaky, we don't have follow through. We always say we're gonna do something, we never do it, or we always end up sabotaging our plans. They're like, she say she gonna go to school, and it's her 5th time saying it, and she done dropped that 5 times. Sometimes it's us, y'all. Sometimes it's us. So yes, you all, be careful who you tell your good news to, because some people would have scared you and they're haters, and then sometimes they won't believe you until you actually show them, because you have been inconsistent in the past. Thank you for watching. Please share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.